So we're going to take a look at pivot practice, and this is just the basics. What I want you to do is stand shoulder width apart, and I tend to use some sort of point on the floor. So there's all these like dots on the floor here, so you can use that if you want a reference point. If not, it's all good. So roughly shoulder width apart, and you want to try to land in the same position every time. That's why it's important to, if you do have those dots on the ground, you can mark them out and use them as a reference. So standing facing forward, we're going to pivot and end up in the same position. So the first one, we're going to kick forward in front of you, and we're going to pivot. I'm going to pivot on my left leg now, so my right leg is going to swing all the way around back to that same point. So I'll just demonstrate now. You can start by looking at the ground. I found that super helpful in the beginning, just to kind of gauge where you're at. But eventually we'll start to shift the gaze so we're looking directly forward and we can actually spot a point. This is super important later on when we're doing multiple spins. If we're doing 1.5 or double spins, that we're not looking at the ground, we're looking up. And then we can change the head position as we go as well. But just starting with the basics, we're just here. I'm going to swing my right leg in front of me. I can use my arms as well. Swing all the way around, back to that same position. And for the first version, keep your feet on the ground. It feels really nice to kind of glide all the way through the ground, back to the same spot. And I'll show you with the other side. So spinning all the way around, back to here. So just taking all of the weight off that spinning leg, and we're pivoting on the leg that we're shifting the weight to. So again, shift the weight onto that left leg, swing all the way around, back to here. We can also go backwards. So swinging the leg behind us, back to that same position. Again, on the other side, come back to here. So we've got forward, backward. You can play around with those. If that's too hard in the beginning, you can even just do a half turn just to here, just to get used to it. Half turn, 360, and then eventually you can spin all the way around and do multiple spins.